Hey boys and girls, today we have Peter Rabbit and Stitch. They wanted to be part of our story time. Since it was Wacky Wednesday, and so we decided to let them join. Hello! Hey my friends. Look, okay. So I'm going to read a story. And they picked out a crazy story. Crazy story. So we're going to read it. Why don't you guys move over here to the side. Okay. Let's do that. And you guys can see over here. Okay. It's called Mr. Biggs in the City. Mr. Biggs in the City by Kevin Bloomfield. So Mr. Biggs is like Bigfoot, I guess, it's supposed to be. Wow, he looks silly, doesn't he? And it's a hardcover book. Hardcover book. It has his footprints. His big feet. Okay, you guys don't have to move over here. Okay, thank you. Mr. Biggs in the City. Just a tree. Mr. Biggs is a Sasquatch. Some call him Bigfoot. Mr. Biggs lives in a cozy little cave in the middle of the forest. Mr. Biggs loves to climb trees. When he climbs to the top of the tallest tree, he can see everything in the city. There he is in his house. He is climbing up in the tree. Mr. Big spots so many interesting things in the city. He thinks the city looks like fun. He decides to visit. Here he is looking at the city up in the tree. Mr. Biggs hikes through the forest. He peeks through the bushes at the edge of the city. There are so many fun things to do. There he is. Looking at the car. I wonder if the people are going to be scared of Mr. Biggs. Mr. Biggs tries to ride a shiny red bike. He tries to be a tough policeman too. This is not fun. He's being silly on the bike. Here he is dressed as a policeman. It doesn't even fit him. Mr. Biggs tries riding a roller coaster. And skateboarding. This is not fun either. Oh, he doesn't like the roller coaster. It's scary. And the skateboard, he's falling off. Mr. Biggs has a buddy. Did you notice he has a squirrel with him? Mr. Big even tries ballet and gets a haircut. This is definitely not fun. He's trying ballet and get his haircut. Look at the little squirrel. My pages keep sticking. Mr. Big tries to play an electric guitar, then tries to drive a car. This is no fun at all. There's a squirrel over here too. He can't even fit in the car. Look at that. The car is too small. Mr. Biggs paints a picture and jogs to the park. Is this fun? I don't know. I don't think he's having any fun. There's bees chasing him. Look at that. The bees are chasing him. I don't think he's having any fun. Mr. Big stops to see kids having fun. He wants to have fun too and play with the kids. Okay, here's the kids all playing. There's a squirrel way up there. See the squirrel? Mr. Big sits on the swing and it breaks. He tries to slide down the slide and it breaks. This is not fun. Oh, he's too big. Everything breaks on him. Mr. Big tries the monkey bars, but they break. He tries a teeter-totter too. This is not fun. Mr. Big is not having any fun at all. Sadly, Mr. Big doesn't think he will ever have fun in the city. He's sitting there crying. He's sad. Because he's too big to have fun. He doesn't fit in the uniform. He's too big for the skateboard. He was too big for the car. He's too big for the swing in the park. The children see Mr. Biggs and they run to him. They climb on him. They play with him and laugh with him. Look at Mr. Biggs. Is he crying anymore? He's smiling. You think he's having fun now? Yeah, I think he's having fun. Mr. Biggs finally knows how to have fun in the city. I love kids, Mr. Biggs says. Now this is fun. There he is. There's all of his friends playing with him. He's letting them, because he's so big and tall, he's letting them climb on top of him. Join Mr. Biggs on his next adventure. The circus is coming to town. Mr. Biggs must be going to the circus. We'll have to find that one. To be continued, Mr. Biggs goes to the circus. Whoa, well, this was an interesting, crazy, silly book, wasn't it? Mr. Biggs wanted to go to the city. He lived in the forest, and he wanted to go to the city. But when he got to the city, it wasn't as fun as he thought, because he was so big, and things weren't made for him. They were made for smaller people, not for Mr. Biggs. So the car was too small. The policeman's suit was too small. The skateboard was too small. The slide was too small. The monkey bars were too small. The teeter-totter, he was too heavy. All the kids climbed on the other end, but they couldn't make him go up in the air. So that wasn't fun. All he did was sit on the ground. He couldn't go up and down. The bicycle was too small. There was so much that was too small, so he didn't have any fun at all. But it was very nice that the kids saw that he was sad, and the kids came and played with him and everything. So that was very nice. Oh, also the roller coaster was scary. He was too big for the roller coaster, and he couldn't stay inside the roller coaster, so he got scared. And then he was real clumsy for the ballet, too. So he didn't do a very good job with the ballet, and he sure didn't like his new hairdo. He just thought that was silly. But anyways, it was nice that the kids played with him. And sometimes, you know what? When we're on the playground and we're having a sad day, isn't it nice when our friends play with us? Oh, yes, it is. It's nice. And if you see one of your friends sad on the playground, you should play with them and ask them what's wrong. Have them join with you and join in your game. Because they might be sad and they're just waiting for someone to be a friend. Invite them. So, just like the children did. They saw that Mr. Biggs was sad and they played with him. And they played a game that he could play where they climbed on top of him and everything. So that was very nice. Very nice. And at the very end, wasn't Mr. Biggs happy? Yes, he was. He wasn't sad or crying anymore. He was now happy. And you know what? If we play with our friends and we invite them to play and we share with them on the playground, then they'll be happy too. And you'll be happy too. You all will be happy and nobody will be sad or pouting. So thank you guys for bringing this wacky Wednesday book, Mr. Biggs. This is a silly book. But thank you for bringing that very much. So say goodbye. Bye-bye. Cheerio, my friends. Cheerio. And we'll see you guys all later. Okay? I love you guys. We'll see you later. Oh, Stitch, get away. Stop. Oh, gotta clean the screen. Stop it, Stitch. Ugh. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Bye. You cannot lick the screen anymore. Stop.